Tesla getting ready a software update for customers in China.
I don't think the stock's priced anywhere near what an EV automaker should be, but nobody's banking on that. Everybody's banking on autonomous driving. Everybody's looking at the humanoid robots moving forward.
All that and more. So let's get to it. Tesla is down in the pre-market. For the week, the stock is down almost 6%. And since the turn of the new year, down almost 15.5%. Needless to say, 2025 has not been a pleasant year for TSLA. But Tesla, the company, well, that's a different story.
Taking a look at breaking news on Tesla, full self-driving sooner than later.
Yeah, this is in China. This is according to a Bloomberg report that Tesla getting ready a software update for customers in China.
What?
That would be essentially the features that are marketed as full self-driving capabilities. We know that there had been some limitations around that in China from both regulatory limitations put on by Beijing and Washington. Reportedly, Tesla planning to tell customers that the system updates will allow them to guide vehicles to exit ramps, intersections. It can recognize traffic signals, make turns, handle changing lanes and speeds. Now, keep in mind, this is, while this is essentially the full self-driving technology in China, it's the idea there is that they're required to have human supervision and also intervention measures.
To be clear, FSD is in a supervised nature everywhere, at least for now. We do know that there are intentions of there being an unsupervised software version sometime in the middle of the year in Austin. We will definitely be keeping tabs on that.
So this is a big step forward in terms of Tesla and its plans and its ambitions for full self-driving within China. And Tesla's been facing some pressure this year. One of the concerns has been, about deliveries, especially for the first quarter. And then another concern is how stretched Elon Musk is. Elon Musk has his hands in a lot of different pies. Is his attention there when it comes to Tesla and the need to move the needle on demand? But this is boding well for the stock today, this news. This is according to a Bloomberg report.
Understood. I mean, he's trying to run a lean machine there with Tesla, but certainly China is a big part of it. And getting the okay to do that there is also a big deal because he's touted full self-driving and that it would come soon. But at the same time, the regulatory environment can be tough.
Difficult.
And so getting the okay there in China is a big deal. Also working on some love and a refresh for the S and the X, I saw as well.
Exactly. So that's a play as well, and obviously would be helpful to Tesla. They need that. They need that as well.
Oh, they don't need to do anything with the S and X. I mean, when you're talking about how much money they've made, the S and X are merely a fraction of that $100 billion revenue number. As a Model X owner, however, I am glad to see that they're not abandoning the product. Now, I didn't start off in a Model X, oh no. My Tesla experience has been an evolution of sorts. I started off in the Model 3, graduated to the Model Y. We now get to live in the lap of luxury, which is the Model X. But there are still a few other Tesla vehicles we have yet to own, ladies and gentlemen. And the way Tesla is coming out with new products as of late, it's hard to keep up.
And then the other piece, to your point, going back to China, because the competitive landscape is difficult there, especially given the pricing pressures and the pricing war that we saw last year. So Tesla faced some difficulty there between BYD, et cetera.
And you're looking at Tesla. Of course, we have the big news on the potential of full self-driving in China coming sooner than later. Tell us a little bit about this story and what you found.
Yeah, Nicole, that was the big story this morning was the fact that they're going to enable that to drive in urban areas, and that's going to be key for them as they try to roll out here in the U.S. starting sometime in June is the plan right now in Austin, Texas. They're going to have competition from Google Alphabet's Waymo down there also as they continue to expand across into different cities there also. So this is, setting up to be a big fight as far as, autonomous driving.
Fight. I'm sure that's what it'll be. You know what I'm reminded of? I remember back in the day, we used to pool our money together to pay for these pay-per-view fights. We'd make an event of these fight nights only to have one of the boxers knock the other one out in one round. Something tells me that once Tesla releases an unsupervised robotaxi in Austin, Waymo's not going to get up off the mat.
If you look at the, just the moves that we've seen in Tesla, it's up 70% over the last year, but it's pulled back about 30% from those recent highs that we saw just a couple months ago post-election. So some trouble. And if you look at the car side of their business, they saw a slowdown in sales year over year. So I don't think the stock's priced anywhere near what an EV automaker should be, but nobody's banking on that. Everybody's banking on autonomous driving. Everybody's looking at the humanoid robots moving forward as they lay out their plans for those other entities. And then, Elon Musk and his partnership or his place in the administration also, is that going to help him as far as regulatory concerns go? So a lot moving with this stock. It's always typically, pretty volatile on a day-by-day basis, so you got to watch that. But did see some bullish activity in here as far as unusual option activity. This was out in the March 14th weekly cycle, so just 18 days to expiration. Trader bought over 10,000 of the 360 strike calls. Paid an average debit of just over $9, so the break even for this trader, where they start to profit over the next 2.5 weeks, is $369.25. That's about 9% above the current share price in there, but we all know Tesla can move 9% in a couple hours or a day, so that's not that high of a bar to get over for this trader. Betting for some upside here over the next couple weeks.
Real quick, before we proceed to the real news of the day, it was kind of tough finding news about Tesla's launching of FSD in the mainstream media. I really had to go to X to get some real news. Details about the impact that we are going to see with FSD being unleashed in the Chinese market. On the legacy media front, they're more concerned with Elon Musk's activities in Doge, his wielding of chainsaws. Is Elon distracted, or what about the brand damage that Tesla may be facing? These are all detrimental magic tricks to get your eyes off the prize. Once you're distracted by that nonsense, you miss the real trick of the day. Tesla, the company, is metamorphosizing into something that nobody has ever seen before. A battery electric automotive company emerging from its cocoon, utilizing artificial intelligence in a very tangible, real-world way. The way I look at TSLA's current price action, the stock price should reflect a company in a decade's time being the largest producer of battery electric vehicles. There may be some factoring in of the robotaxi opportunity. There may be some factoring in on the multi-trillion-dollar opportunity that Optimus could bring. But in my personal opinion, if the stock is reflecting anything of that nature, it is a very tiny percentage. And given all that Tesla plans to accomplish here in 2025, I'd say they're being underestimated yet again.
All right, and we'll see if that happens. I mean, we spent so much time. We just saw the downgrade on Rivian. Nikola, forget it. I mean, that's incense at this point in delisting. And Tesla has been the leader, continues to be a leader, and let's see what happens now.
Yes, indeed, Nicole. Let's see what happens. Since I didn't get all the information I required from these legacy media outlets, let's head to X and see what they've got. I just clicked on an Explore tab that says Tesla FSD in China, and at the top of the screen we get Sawyer Merritt. Tesla China has officially started rolling out FSD for city navigation. I do believe they're calling it City Autopilot. That's fine by me. We got some FSD use on mountain roads in China. Let's grab a listen.
我的白龙马可以更新了，可以安装了。
我都双联我也不定，我老婆就对了。OK， 我都双联不定，非常丝滑。哎呀，都骗我了，我讲我了，我看不清楚。
我们现在在。
I remember those days when I had my hands ready to grip the wheel. I mean, I wouldn't have been falling off a mountain, but I can imagine if you're experiencing this for the first time, it gets a little hairy. Spidey sense tingling.
黄线为了避让掉旁边的草， 真的就是一个人在开车啊，真的就是一个人在开车，传说中的 FSD。
Hallmark's catalog gives us a little bit of that screenshot that they're getting over there in China. Congrats to the Tesla team indeed. In case you've missed it, Tesla Full Self-Driving Supervised is now available in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico, and China. A little factoid from Hallmark's: there is no other self-driving system available in more than one country today. Tesla-chan with another FSD video in China. I think that deserves a like. Vio providing an FSD in China video, entering the main road after passing through a gate. Oh yeah, that also deserves a like. In fact, all of it deserves a like. And if you're a Tesla investor, your attention. If you're not on X, you're missing out on some valuable data, ladies and gentlemen. In conclusion, don't let legacy media distract you from what's really important. And that's the fact that Tesla, the company, is firing on all cylinders. 2025 stands to be a very, very productive year for Tesla, the company. FSD is exploding all over China. A refreshed Model Y. Oh yeah, get ready to start seeing those on streets quick, fast, and in a hurry. The best-selling vehicle on the planet gets a facelift? I wonder what that'll do for Tesla's delivery numbers. A refresh of the Model X and the Model S on the way? I've heard wind that there's some more cheaper, affordable models coming out from Tesla as well. Unsupervised FSD to be had in Austin by the middle of the year? Optimus production lines in Fremont? Is Tesla planning to build a factory in India? There is so much going on with this company, it's hard to keep pace. And you still think Elon Musk is distracted? Get the f out of here with that nonsense. That's all I've got for you today. Be easy. Purr.